Hello and welcome to a new episode of Gamers R Us. Today we have with us Jimmy Bosnick to tell us about Sony's handheld console, the PSP.
Hello, Dave. Glad to be here.
All right, Jimmy. So what have you got?
Well, this right here is a PSP 3000, the second version in the series of the PSP handhelds made by Sony.
The second? What happened to the first? What other versions are there?
Well, you first had the PSP 2000, which of course came before the 3000, the E1000, and of course the PSP Go.
I see. Was there a big difference between the 3000 and the 2000?
Well, not much, Dave. It was just a case upgrade and a bit of polish. The real difference comes in the E1000, when some hardware was cut and other parts were optimized to make E1000 a budget PSP in comparison to its predecessors.
Well, that is very interesting to say the least. What about the PSP Go? From what I've seen, that model is vastly different from the other three.
Ah, yes, the goal they had with the PSP Go is in the name. To make it as portable as possible. Well, while they did succeed at this, unfortunately the screen size was slimmed down, although the difference is not very noticeable, as I would say.
That's good to hear. A portable console that's actually portable.
Indeed.
So what about the PS Vita? I've heard about all this. Is it just a PSP model with a new name?
Oh, no. Although you wouldn't think so due to the name and look, it's actually a new console altogether. Just like the 3DS is to the DS and the false beliefs that hung around Nintendo's portable consoles.
Well, that's quite confusing.
Indeed.
Especially for parents who don't feel like they're buying what could be the same console, but with a different name for their children. Now, speaking of Nintendo's portable console, the DS, how does the PSP fare against it?
Well, Dave, hardware-wise, the PSP is superior and has graphical compatibility that could compare with the PS2, whereas the DS is only par with, say, the N64, possibly that little bit better. However, despite this, the PSP has only sold around 71 million units worldwide, where the DS has sold 149 million, which is obviously over 9,000, as you can clearly see. And thus, it has been much ahead in terms of sales further than the PSP.
Wow, I guess that shows there are more console owners in the world like unique and gimmicky hardware, compared to those who prefer superior hardware.
Sadly, yes, that would seem to be the case, Dave.
Oh well, I think that about wraps up things. Do you have anything else to say, Jimmy?
Yes, I do, Dave. Dearest of all my friends. Well, for all you PSP gamers out there, I would recommend that you buy Final Fantasy Crisis Core, as I believe it to be one of the best games ever that take the full advantage of PSP's hardware entirely to provide great looks, plus it has Mother Russia stamped all over it. Magnificent.
All right, well, that is it for this week's episode of Gamers R Us. I've been your host, Dave, and we'll see you next week.